Good morning. So let's get a reading. Happy New Year. I hope you have had a wonderful New Year so far and that you're focused on your new year manifestations and all the things. Last night I was out late, so it's 9:52 this morning. Just woke up, walked the dog. I probably should take a nap. I probably will take a nap. I wasn't intending to be out as late as I was. By the way, last night was crazy. I was dropping somebody off and there was a fire. Somebody's house was on fire. I don't know if it was from a bonfire or from fireworks, but they were setting off fireworks, in the distance, and then there was, 4 fire trucks that came. It was nuts. So, yeah. Frantically, people, I don't know if they were drunk or what, but it kind of looked like that. They were, frantically trying to put out the fire. Somebody had it looked like a tree branch, and they were waving. I don't know, who does that? If you're trying to put it out, you don't want to blow more on it, Anyway, it's adding fuel to the fire. That's a message, I think. Oh God. And then yeah, it was just crazy. I was okay, let me go home after this. What the heck? I don't know. But you could be reaching your goals, financially, surprising yourself with the rate at which you're meeting your goals. By the way, I did record yesterday, but I was busy, so I didn't get to upload it, so I'll probably upload it today. I don't know. And maybe save this one for tomorrow. I don't know. I might post both of them at the same time. But I kept seeing the Crown Games card in my mind this morning, so there could be some mental games going on. So I decided to use this Shaman's Dream Oracle deck because that's in this deck. So maybe it'll come out. I don't know. I just fed you. No ice cream right now. No. Go lay down. Go lay down, my love. Oh, you're such a good boy. And I was out late. I was worried about him because the fireworks and stuff, but he was fine. So he may have been a little anxious, but he had his little lamb chop toy, and he was comforted, I guess, by that. But anyway, let's see. My alarm just went off for 10 o'clock, so it's 10 o'clock right now. My clocks are off. Kind of weird. Anyway, let's see what's happening. Opportunity Caterpillar number 4. So there's some stable opportunities coming in 2026. I also wanted to roll the. So we got Neptune. The South Node, and Jupiter. So there's something about Boon energy and spirituality, as well as the past. Something about maybe let me actually get one more. Hold on, because I'm seeing Saturn in my mind. Oh, Mars. So taking action in some way towards this new opportunity, maybe. Teachability is at the bottom. Number 28, hollow bone. The eye of the needle. Number 17, intentionality. So maybe you're setting your intentions today for this new year. We also got resonating, whale song, inspiration, joyful muse, me talks, repairing the mind, body, and spirit. So that could be, and limitless possibilities. Number 51, stars in the sky. Okay, so there's some major opportunities. Maybe right now you're kind of in this cocoon, like a butterfly caterpillar, becoming, you know. I'm gonna also get some zodiac signs. Okay, we got Virgo. We got Aries. We got Cancer and Leo. So with that Mars energy, I'm getting Aries. Virgo is attention to detail. Cancer is like home. Cancer is actually my north node. What sign my north node is in. So it could be something about home, mother energy. Leo is heart energy. It's also my 10th house, career. So for me, that's an opportunity, you know. It's also courage. So courage is needed to move forward, and also faith, also expanding, like opportunities maybe, teachability as well, you know. So to expand on those things that we want to gain for this next year, we have to kind of expand our minds, maybe our faith, our action, intuition. For the Cancer energy, it's like moon energy, also divine feminine energy. Virgo, attention to detail, so like planning, making sure, like Virgo is in my 11th house, so for me that's friendship, goals, career, like not career, friendship, goals, relationships, you know, in that aspect of like friends. Yeah, and I also want to get the numbers that are showing up, because I've had a lot of 444, 222, 321, 234. So we got 9. We just closed out a 9-year cycle. 9-year cycle. 4. Sorry, it's not focusing. Number 4 and 3 and 8. Okay. No repeating numbers on that, but those might be important to you in some way. And let's see. Let me light this. So the fire sign, fire might be important too. We got Aries and Leo. And then I saw that fire yesterday, so my hands are kind of cold. So, yeah, that might be significant. Oh my God. I was like, should I call the police? Like, should I call the fire department or something? And I was taking somebody from the airport to Katie, and like, he kept saying, and it was like right at midnight too. And like, it was funny because he was like, yeah, my friends were saying, you know, they didn't want to drive me because they didn't want to risk like the fireworks or whatever, like being going off, like, you know, and hitting the car or something. I don't know. He's like, I know that was it. That was just an alibi. Like, and he's like, so now I get to meet you, and Katie's driving me to Katie, and like, it was funny. He ended up tipping me like $15, so that was nice. I was like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of funny. And then we got to see like the fireworks on the way, like from downtown. I wanted to like video or stop and like record, but like, and people were stopping and recording on like the freeway, which is crazy. They were all like parked on the side, and I don't know. It was cool to watch though. It was a very magical night, with all the fireworks and stuff. You could see them like, because I'm driving on the freeway, you can see everything like all throughout the city. So they were like right up close too. So it was kind of cool. It was kind of magical. And he was talking about the fireworks kind of, they're meant to like ward off like negative energies and like demons and things. And it was kind of interesting that he was saying that, because like, this is what I do. Like, anyway, it was very interesting how that unfolded. Anyway, let's see, what deck do I want to use today? Let's see yours. Yeah, it was kind of magical. So, if you may have had a magical night too. Anyways, there's opportunity coming in, but there's also something, lessons to be learned. Also, number 28 for this collarbone is 10, and then 4, and we got 4 on the number. Dice. Number dice. Anyway. I might take a nap. We got the Wheel of Fortune, so that goes along with the Jupiter energy, Ace of Cups. So something in regards to expansion of self-love, like a slow and steady, like being loyal to yourself, awakening the loyalty within yourself. The 7 of Swords can be maybe it's like being a stealthy type of like not hiding yourself, but like keeping to yourself like goals and things, you know, like being loyal to yourself in that way, where you're not like making it known all the things. I don't know. There's a energy of like keeping to yourself your like boon energy. Does that make sense? The opportunity. That may be what you're learning. Intentionally, like, okay, so with the resonating behind that, there's people that don't resonate with, like, the goals that you have. Maybe they don't want to see you make it. Maybe it's like a energy of, like, sometimes you have to kind of be the caterpillar in the cocoon, and, like, where your goals and your dreams and your ambitions and the opportunities that you get aren't shown on the outside, like, where you're kind of keeping it to yourself. 5 of Pentacles, like, you're kind of keeping it. Yeah, there's something about that. Oh, I just noticed this. So we got 4, 3, or 3, 4, which is my numbers, and 9, 8, 8, 9. Interesting. So 8 is like 8th house energy, like intimacy, other people's money, transformation. 9th house is like learning, higher learning, that expansion energy. 3rd house is like the Gemini, the short travel, siblings, communication, thinking. The 4th house is like stability, like Cancer energy. So we got the Cancer energy twice here. Yeah. So you're showing up as the 6 of Wands, King of Pentacles. So you're reaching your goals in some way, and it's being shown. Like, you may be kind of being seen, maybe receiving accolades for what you're doing. King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 6 of Cups, and the Lovers. So Gemini energy again. So something about the past and you cutting off, like, the dualistic nature, like maybe when it comes to, like, I'm seeing red, the root. So, like, money, finances, things like that. It's like no longer accepting the old past behaviors, things, people, places, things. It's allowing, a change, it's allowing people to think what they want to think, allowing people to, make the choices that they want to make, and kind of moving forward according to that. That's what's allowing you to kind of stand in your power and, like, be the stable, successful, like, grounded person that you're becoming. Excuse me. Yeah, it's like there's growth from, like, the past and, like, the way that, cheers, the way that things kind of unfolded before, like, where you're not being so quick to work with those people, maybe, not being so quick to kind of collab or take back, like, you're not pulling any punches, like with the past people and things like that. It's making you successful in some way, like, where maybe your independence, what's surfacing is the Moon energy, Cancer energy, Pisces. 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. There's some sort of mastery here, like a forward movement, slow but steady. It's like you have the foresight, the intuition of like what you're meant to do. In some way, there's some sort of like mastery here, or you're working towards that by using your intuition. And I always say, like, in my own life, like, I've always kind of gone on a whim, like with my forward movement, but it's always gotten me kind of, people might think I'm crazy, but it's always got me like where I needed to be, like, and even if it wasn't where I needed to be at the time, it kind of pushed me in the direction of like understanding what that place was. So that might be, and there's also another like duality in this, like Sedna is coming up, and she always comes up with this card because, like, I'm picturing after, like, she has her fingers in this one, but like after, you know, her dad, she was holding onto the boat, her dad chopped her fingers, and like she sunk to the bottom, drowned, and then became the goddess, you know, and the you know, like, we have to drown our old self to become, you know, our true self, right? There's something about that here. Excuse me. Clarify the what is we need to expand on. So there's something about forward movement, creativity, moving forward with ideas. There's a reevaluation maybe of ideas and how we're producing in some way, like the creativity. It could be that the rejecting of the collaborations and the past, like, I was seeing the Crown Games in my mind, which kind of reminds me of the Three of Cups energy. When it's kind of in the reverse or the negative, you know, like you're not collabing with like people who play games, people who use third parties as triangulation and in order to achieve some sort of like I don't know, manipulative tactics, you know, kind of like the way narcissists move. So we have the Empress, Justice, and the King of Cups. So there's like a maturity balancing out, emotional maturity balancing out, and allowing you to be creative in some way. And there's also a freedom from maybe this past energy that was coming up. Because it's like moving forward quickly with sword energy. So it's like thoughts, ideas, planning, like getting away. Like we did get the Seven of Swords earlier. It's like making my way downtown. Like last night. Anyway, the Page of Wands, it's like freedom. It's like being passionate and kind of moving those messages through into the 3D instead of maybe keeping it all to yourself. Kind of like in this card, it's kind of like I have all this creative energy. Like here, I'm seeing the red as like the creative energy. I have all these ideas. And it's coming from my self-love and like the the way that I think about things and the way that I see things, my maturity, you know, things like that. I know I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with third party situations and triangulation and, you know, the mess that I came from. So I'm just thinking about ways that I can bring and expand into 2026 the ideas and the creativity that I actually have, and maybe bringing those into the 3D and birthing the new, you know. It takes duality, right? It's the Justice card. It's like there's got to be some sort of balance, especially within your emotions, to actually bring those things into fruition. And it takes a lot of like, again, with the sailboat, like in our past reading, we were getting, you know, sailing off into the sunset with your fucking arc, you know, like, yeah, it's like understanding who you are within the depths of yourself and like putting that into the world with the creativity and the dancing on one foot, the balancing, the allowing the inspiration. Maybe that's what the Neptune energy is here. So, and the Jupiter energy and the Mars even. Like, also with the South Node here, it's like putting the past into creative ventures in some way. Clarify actions to take. Maybe that's the opportunity and the teachability. Like the way forward is through the lessons. Okay, we have the world as the actions to take. And the Four of Wands. 5 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 9 of Cups. So yeah, there's some sort of idea of, well, it's closing out cycles, but there's a wish fulfillment because of the burdens that you've come from, the sorrows, the sadness, the loss, the also the balance that came from that, like everything that you've gained. And how did you do that? Like that is what everybody wants to know, right? Like for me, it was allowing myself to see the bigger picture, like the zoom out energy. Like I know, like other people aren't going through all the weird shit that I've went through, you know, and it's also understanding that there was a reason for me going through this stuff. You know, it wasn't just because I was being picked on by the universe, although it felt like that. Like, there was a reason for it, and like I have to figure out what that reason was, because there's 2 cups still here. So this swirling of the drain, it almost looks like a pearl here in the middle of that little hole. Like it's like the pearl, right, in the clam or the oyster, it's like that's like the jewel of it. So finding the jewel was like kind of what I had to do with all the burdens. Like I had to figure out, okay, what have I learned from all this? What did I learn? That's the opportunity. My intentionality was, you know, other people are going through the same stuff. Like I watch other tarot readers and like they're all talking about my story. Do you know what I mean? Like literally every single one of them has some sort of, like I can relate to that. Like that is my story, you know. It's like, I'm not saying every reading is about me, but but it seems almost like that. But there's like a wish fulfillment here with closing out of cycles, maybe being online, maybe posting your story, like being seen in some way, because we have the Six of Wands here too. It's like that may be what you're meant to do, and be celebrated in that way. Just celebrate yourself, dude. Like, it doesn't have to do with like anybody else. It's the opportunities that come from you being grounded in your own energy and like who you are and like what you've accomplished in some way. Like, I hope this is being received. I don't know. I hope I'm being clear enough. Okay, what resources do we have? Okay, so a higher perspective, maybe of, you know, yeah, the loss, the sorrows, the stuff that we've gone through, the 5 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and the 6 of Swords. Yeah, there's a higher perspective about, or a need for a higher perspective. This isn't our resources, so I'm seeing this as like we have reached some sort of enlightenment. And I'm not saying that we're like enlightened like Jesus was, but it's like we're getting to the point where like our vibrations are higher than they've ever been. We are calling in what we want in ways that are like not toxic, calling in things that we want, like standing in our power. Like, who doesn't want that, you know? Like where you know, it's like, had I known 12 years ago or 20 years ago, like this was how you're supposed to be calling in things, like, and living, because I was so stuck in like the drama, that survival mindset of like, I'm never gonna get what I want in life, so this is like kind of what I have to deal with. Because I think when we grow up, we're all told certain things. We're all kind of given the impressions that, you know, life is hard, that it takes money to get money, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And it does, that's true. But there's also like this magic that we don't understand. So there's some sort of magic, a leap of faith. It's like within me, see the sun, like right at the heart chakra, that is where the magic lies, within you, right? The magic is within your heart. So that heart space opening up creates like a boon energy. Like, look at the treasure, you know, and the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. It's a wishes granted card. It's like magic seeps out of you, but you have to let go of the burden of being, you know, it's like you have to go mosey on up the hill and over the hill and pack up your baggage, you know, like all the things, you know, and kind of sort through it and organize it and put it on the freaking ox and move it on down, you know, and find the pearl in all of that. So, in all of the sorrows and the loss and then, you know, the 6 of Swords is like just taking what's important, what's, valuable, what's, okay. What deck should I clarify with? I like using a Tarot of the Abyss with this. Yeah, I got home at like 1:30-ish last night, and then went to sleep pretty quickly after that because I was so tired. And then this morning I woke up and stretched because my body was like, yeah. Anyway, so let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Page of Pentacles. So clarifying that Wheel of Fortune, it's about lessons, it's about earth energy, it's about maybe being a messenger of like how to expand. There's something here about lessons being learned. The key is in your hand. Yeah, it's Hierophant energy. So there's a lot about all of the things that we learn from the trials that we go through in life. The Tower, the Six of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. So there may have been a lot of competition, chaos, conflicts. But there's some sort of boon energy I'm getting from the Six of Pentacles and the Tower. Clarifying like the Wheel of Fortune, there's a higher power in this that's allowing this, it's your gifts expanding. It's like building on the lesson that, boon energy, like, it's like there's so much opportunity in what we've learned over the years, Clarify the Six of Wands. It's like that evolution energy. We evolve as a species based on like learning from the past, like trial and error, like understanding, like I didn't just go through this thing just for nothing. There's lessons to be learned. There's, evolution, innovation, even to be had, to be taught, to be learned from this. So the Magician is clarifying the Six of Wands. So you may be being seen as a magician, somebody magical. Masks off, I'm seeing, is this like there's a duality here, but there's like a unity of like self. Four of Wands, two of Cups, Three of Cups. It's like you've gone through manipulation after manipulation, manipulative relationships with the Three of Cups here, the triangulation like I was talking about, but you see the duality in it. Like people can wear masks all they want, but like there's a truth still. There's no lie that could be hidden forever. There's like a unity here for sure, like with self, with your own magic. Maybe you're seeing yourself that way now, It's like things are finally going your way, and like there may be like a learning from that. Like you're at peace with who you are. There's also that energy of like groups coming together just trying to stop you, but it's being blocked out, that it you know, you're so within your own power that like they can try. But it's like a higher than you, higher than me, higher than us. There's something about that. Because you've gone within, you see the magic of, like I said, within your heart, and the roots being grounded. Like yesterday we got the was it yesterday? We got the tree of life, right? The roots must be grounded. The trees the branches must reach the heavens, you know, and connecting it is your heart, and you're connected through your mind, through your root chakra, through, you know, no more masquerade. No more pretending to be something that you're not. You know, you get to be yourself. This magician. And maybe people are seeing you for the first time. Clearly. You know, maybe that's the accolade that you're getting. Because I'm seeing this as like the Ace of Wands here. A new idea of you as a magician that you are. Clarify the moon. You were hidden for a while. Oh my god, the Empress. Justice. You were hidden is what I'm getting from this. I was just saying that, right? And the Empress came out. You were hidden. You were hidden for a reason. It wasn't to punish you. It wasn't to try to keep you down and drown you. It was, you were hidden for a reason. There was a higher purpose. That Boon energy, there's something about that. There's a duality and the hidden nature, the subconscious, and then the light that you carry. It's like that duality, it's a balance. We got the Knight of Swords again, and the Seven of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Emperor. So it's, again, taking action, standing in your power, moving forward with, you know, it's like a sword of truth. Like the Knight is like the warrior energy. Like you had to come alive in that underwater experience that you were kind of going through, the drowning, you know, because this is who you actually are. The Empress, this energy, this creative magician, this all-powerful, you know, pearl, you know, I don't know, justice. Justice is talking about the balancing of scales, the dual natures, and then the Seven of Swords is like escaping from all the lies. It's like he looks like he's overhearing or listening to somebody, like eavesdropping, you know, or sneaking through like the darkness, escaping the darkness. And it's what I'm getting, like with the flame. Again, with the heart energy, you know, and the roots, and, you know, looking to the future, looking the past straight in the face. Straight up to my face. The pearl in her hand. It's like taking the truth from the pearl of wisdom. I'm getting that's what I'm hearing. The pearl of wisdom from this Five of Cups, sorrow, loss, And she, in this picture, it's got a bowl of like little pearls in there. There's like 5 of them for each cup lost. Yeah. And the Emperor, the Hermit is behind that. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords, 4 of Cups. What are we expanding on? Ten of Cups. So again, we're expanding on the truth of happiness. I'm getting that sun energy. And I'm seeing the child on the back as like the creative ideas that you're carrying into the future, like the birthing, because we have the Empress here, and she's preggo in the Empress energy. It's like birthing those ideas and like carrying them through to off into the sunset type of thing. Because here we have the Knight of Cups, we have the 7 of Pentacles, the effort, and the 10 of Wands, carrying it through, right? Carrying through the efforts to bring it into fruition. Like he looks like he's like kind of struggling with like the ties, the ropes on this boat, right? So here you are on your ark, your Noah's Ark, like struggling maybe a little, maybe emotionally, maybe allowing that to come up, but also like you're handling it, and putting the burdens of the past down so that you can make the efforts and make all these, the harvest, right? This is you harvesting the fruits of your labors, of like the past ish you've had to kind of trudge through, I guess. We also have the King of Swords. There's like a mastery of thought. It's like you've mastered the mind over matter. The labyrinth is behind you. It's kind of like a victory energy in this card, like where he's standing. He's like, I made it through. I have my contract and my sword of truth and my enlightened mind, clarify the world. And even in this picture, the sun is right on her head, like her third eye chakra. Clarify the world. The world is the actions to take. Yeah. Ace of Wands. Be the paintbrush, right? The Phoenix rising. Closing out like all the things that didn't allow you to kind of be free in some way, like free in the heart, like I'm not saying like people were holding you captive, but what I'm saying is that like there's a freedom within you, like that the freedom within that you had to kind of tap into, that magician energy, that who you really are, the being able to root yourself in who you truly are and not be swayed, you know, because a lot of times people that we grow up with and past people, they tend to have this idea of you, and it may not be true, it may not be, you know, accurate, you know, it may be something that's like kind of off, but that's their idea of you, and that's what they've always thought or whatever. But people can change, and that's kind of like what I'm getting from this. So Queen of Swords, the Sun, Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. It's walking away and finding the balance within, you know, illuminating that, finding that heart energy, the sun energy, like the Leo, you know, finding the opportunities too, I'm seeing. It's like leaving all of that behind you so that you can really rise like a phoenix and put those creative ideas into action. Like you have your sword of truth. The Queen of Swords she's a truth speaker. Like she's a freer. Excuse me. She's a freer of self, of others, of like truth. So I think that's definitely what I'm seeing here with the Phoenix rising energy too. So you may be posting that online, like in that way, using that magician energy to kind of display that Phoenix rising energy. Clarify the Hanged Man. Four of Cups. So it's a reevaluation, reevaluating, introspecting the resource within us is the ability to see the bigger picture, to reevaluate like life on life's terms, and understanding you don't have to wear a mask. So it's about the laws of the universe. It's not about like the 3D. It's about like it's not about groupthink. That's what I kept getting. So it's not about groupthink. It's about yourself and honoring that heart chakra, being the magician. It's about putting that out there, right? It's being seen that way, because like it's a living thing. It's like my voice is going on. Hold on. It's about being seen, and it's about Jesus, like the energy of Jesus. Christ was and I'm not preaching, the idea of what he was saying was that it's about the love, the treating people kindly, the flipping tables when you have to. It's the duality of that. It's about his message. Like he wasn't, also in his message, he wasn't saying this, but the way he acted was definitely saying this, that it's not about being better than anyone else. It's not about a holier than thou. It's not about being greater. Like he didn't see himself as a king, but he did in a way. Like he didn't shun other people. He wasn't like sitting on a throne. He was here like walking amongst like thieves and drunks and prostitutes and like, the people, right? Not saying, oh, I'm Christ, you can't be in my presence. You know what I mean? Like, he was even willing to die for that truth, So being like that, it's like seeing yourself as like a Gandhi type of, I don't know. Because it's not about the group, but it is. So there's a duality of it. So, and there's also a balance of it. So it's about being true to your truth, allowing, the masks to fall off. Okay, we have Two of Swords, Justice, the Hermit, and the Knight of Swords. It's finding the pearl, that wisdom. It's crone energy. Excuse me. It's about the duality of things. It's about looking within, masks off. There's something greater, because the snake is here. And the snake energy is like Kundalini energy. Okay, so Jesus, I don't know if you've heard of like the Jacob's ladder, like in the spine, there's 33 vertebrae. And when the Kundalini awakens, it's like that chemical that goes up your spine and into your brain. And it's like an enlightenment that is the Kundalini awakening type of thing that happens. And it's reaching that enlightened state, right? So I'm getting chills. It's about reaching enlightenment, is about going also to the depths, because it's both the tree. It's the whole tree, right? The roots and the branches. And then the connection between, which is in the heart. And all of the chakras, actually. But it's about being able to manifest from that space, too. But the intentionality about it is what's needed. I hope this is making sense. There's an enlightenment, that we achieve by going through the depths of ourselves. There's an enlightenment, and it's a physical as well as spiritual enlightenment, and it can only be reached when we do the work. That's the only way, So there's there's an opportunity here, and that's what I'm getting with this too. It's like the going within. The caterpillar kind of dissolves itself. Maybe there's an ego death here. The caterpillar goes within, dissolves itself completely, and then transforms into something completely different. And that's kind of what I'm talking about here. because this all in itself is exactly what I'm saying. So you're hiding from yourself in some way, or you have been, or you have maybe the truth has been hidden in some way about duality. I think so. In a major way, because we think of the Bible and we think of heaven and hell and like how it's not exactly what the Bible says. It's, I don't know. I'm here to say it's not what that. So, because I've kind of I figured it out myself. And I'm not saying I know everything. I'm just saying I've reached this place where you can actually be the magician. And that's what I'm trying to teach here. So, I don't know. Yeah. Take what you want with it. I mean, if you have questions, I'd be happy to answer, but there's definitely some sort of Boon energy here. And I'm not saying I have it all figured out, but there's definitely something in this lesson I've learned about myself and about like the actual I don't even know the words. The spiritual experiences I've had. It's not I don't know. It's very interesting, actually. There's something to it, and it's helped me so much, and I would love to share. That's why I do this. Anyways, if it resonates or whatever, hit the like button or something, and maybe subscribe. There'll be more like this, and Happy New Year. I hope you have a wonderful New Year, and yeah, take care. Thanks for watching.